I just went shopping to find the spot where the lowest priced car meets the highest spec car, and found that X, well, Titanium X, well, Titanium X, marks the spot. What could possibly go wrong?
Is this how you imagined your Friday morning starting?
To be honest, it's better than I expected.
That's saying something.
I've decided to have a go at Bangernomics. That means forget your big down payment, forget your monthly instalments, and forget your balloon payment at the end where you're trapped forever. You put down £1,000, you drive the car till it falls apart, and then hope for the best it lasts you a good long time. It's a bit of a fingers crossed moment, but if you know what you're looking for, you can probably do well. And if you really look hard, you can find a car like this Titanium X, which is loaded. Looking through the classified ads, I found a perfect advert. I mean, who wouldn't be drawn into these amazing photos? The thing that got me, of course, were those blue lights next to the heated seat button. That means this car has got chilled seats. I mean, a car for like less than a monthly instalment on a Tesla with chilled seats. How cool is that? When you're buying a car at this price point, make sure everything works perfectly. Check the history, check the bodywork, and check the interior. Make sure it looks like it's been loved and cared for and it isn't going to break down immediately, because if anything serious goes wrong, it could wind up costing more than the car is worth to fix it. Well, first impressions after getting in this car for the first time after I test drove it a couple of days ago. And my first impression is, what have I done? Oh my god, this is way worse than I remember. I must have got so excited at the thought of just buying a car that I ignored the fact that it runs like a dog and the back tyre was flat, and it's got totally hooked up on the fact that it's got chilled seats, which by the way are on right now and they feel awesome. So I think even if I do wind up breaking or selling this car, I'm going to keep these seats and just put them in my office. These are great. It drives okay, in fairness. The steering's, you know, nice and tight, the brakes seem okay, the gear change is really nice on it. It's just making a horrible noise from the fan belt, and it is very, very, very slow. So my first stop with this car is going to be to Trevor Cowell at TJ Motors.
So Matt, what have you just done?
Well, we are less than half a mile from purchasing this fine, fine beast of a car, and the tyre is already flat.
It's a good purchase.
It's a good investment. I'm pretty sure the jack is knackered.
Have we got a lift off?
No, not quite. Oh god, that's not good.
Oh, here we go. Is any reason I'm laughing? I'm laughing about something I remembered, a joke I heard the other day. It's nothing to do with the situation.
Not that I just got £1,000 in car that doesn't even make it half a mile.
No,
And the jack handles it doesn't turn
that jack,
very far.
that jack crank is amazing. It's like
You do a half turn if you're lucky.
they didn't really think that through.
Clearly.
Oh wow.
Well, another positive to take from this.
Yes.
The sills are strong enough to take the weight
This
on a
is
jack.
good.
So I'm going to take this as a good thing.
At least once.
At least one time. So as long as I have to brake, as long as I don't break down a second time on the way home, on this corner. Oh, that was the locking wheel nut, by the way.
Oh, excellent.
That appears to be a locking wheel nut.
It's good. Good.
If anyone's going to steal your hand-painted scuffed alloy, they would have an easy time with
The
it.
finish is beautiful on
It's
those.
a event brand tyre, which I'm sure are excellent as Bulgaria's third finest brand of budget tyre.
It's my favourite Bulgarian tyre of all. Of all the Bulgarian tyres, Event is my favourite. This is the least road trip.
We're to Woking!
And back.
And back.
We made it one way,
Well,
but
the back part is possibly optimistic. That's actually dangerous.
so this is there some canvas showing on this side?
I think it's mud, but
Well, it's nothing if not eventful today.
yes. Event tyre full.
No, that's terrible.
That's all. So this is my first foray into Bangernomics. I love the Seat Cupra. It's one of the finest cars I've ever driven. It's ridiculously quick. The seats are so comfortable. It'll take you to the end of the earth and back. Unfortunately, it will bankrupt you when you do it because it does use a bit of fuel, because you just have to make that growling noise all the time in sport mode. So this is my Bangernomics work hack for, well, we'll see how long it lasts. It might be for a week, it might be for a couple of years. We'll see when the engine goes bang. But my Bangernomics work hack, this is a £1,000 Mondeo estate. It's got 123,000 miles on the clock, which isn't a lot for one of these. The spec on it is phenomenal. It's a 2005 Titanium X, so we've got half leather and kind of comfy veloury seats, which are heated and cooled in the front. It's got electric windows all round. seconds instead of 10. Here we go, from a stop line, heading for the motorway. Yeah, this hasn't got a lot. This is pretty much flat out. Come on, baby! You can do it! That's 35 miles an hour. I'm not timing this, but I'm guessing that was a long time. It felt like a long time. Yeah, this is 45 miles an hour. This is not right. So I'm now back in the Mondeo of Doom. Gonna give it the first turn of the key since it's big fixing. Oh wow, that's actually nice. Oh cool, that's brilliant. Oh, this is so much better. Oh, it's not crashing over the bumps either. This is awesome. Getting sticky's actually hot enough to hurt my hand though. That's less good. Let's give a little drive. Well, still no ball of fire compared to the Cupra, but it's got more go, certainly. When I bought this car, I took a chance, I think, one of three things that was wrong with it. Was it EGR? No. Was it a turbo hose? No. Was it an injector? No. Was it all of the injectors? Yes. All 4 injectors were fully. Yeah, so that was a bigger bill than I anticipated. The car runs really well now. Not long after I said those few words to the camera, saying, the car was running pretty well and I was pretty pleased with everything, something a little unexpected happened. Yeah. Luckily, it wasn't my fault, and the insurance, I think, are going to pay out, but this car doesn't look quite as pristine as it did before, does it? Yeah, and this new door, little scuff on the wing, might polish out. That wheel is, yeah, gonna take a bit of paint. Yeah, so, week one of Bangernomics has not gone entirely to plan. This door only shuts properly again now, if you push the handle in first. Yeah. Luckily, it doesn't look like there's any damage to the sills or the B-post, so the car should just need new panels bolting on, which on a car like this is pretty cheap to do. As unlucky as this accident was, it really does bring the whole point of Bangernomics sharply into focus, because if this was a brand new car that I had on finance for the next 3 years, I would be praying right now for them to fix it and fix it properly, because I would be stuck with that car forever, and if it was done badly, I'd be putting up with those niggles from a bad repair for the next 3 years. As much as I like this car, I've not had time to become emotionally attached to it, and to be honest, if things don't go well with insurance, then I've only lost £1,000 plus the cost of the repairs, so okay, £2,000, but I could sell half the parts on this car for covering most of that if I had to. Suddenly, Bangernomics, although it's a bit scruffy, Bangernomics seems to kind of make sense so far. Oh, it's shut this time, that's good. Look at that, it's even got puddle lights. I had no idea that was on there, how cool.